The Fayth is inside. As are the fiends.
Okay, so we had our Gagazet arrival moment. Now, one of these guys was a merchant. I forget which one. I think it was this one. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, money-wise, I'm really not doing well, but having a bunch of armors with 2 free slots does seem pretty cool. So let me see who's lacking in that department. So I'm going to get a second one for Oren. He's fine. One for Yuna. One for Riku. Okay. I think I'm going to make do without the weapons. The weapons are just far too expensive. But I think for now we can make do with that. One for Kimaru as well, why not? Ah, okay. I was wondering what kind of value he assigned Rune Veil for sale, and it's pretty decent. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to have to bring my guild down to like 0, I think. I have to really restock here, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Thankfully I've got plenty of these. Holy water is something I don't think I need in the Sunken Cave. It should be fine. But I'm literally down to 5,000 gil in Gagazet. That's crazy. If I really wanted to, I could get rich by doing this, but no, I will not do it. But in a pinch, I might sacrifice to some extent. We'll see. So I think for Riku, because she's a bit weak, I'm going to give her Death Touch on this one as well. And I can't get First Touch anyway, so I feel like I'm just going to have to make do. I'm not going to capture till the end of the game, pretty much, so I'm okay with using a Death Touch here. Then again, Waka is the flyer department, so I mean there's no point of him having it if there's no point in Riku having it if she can't make the hit. So I still think Waka is probably the best choice, because Riku, again, we're probably going to be using her to steal and stuff as well, so I feel like surely Waka's got to be the guy that has it. But is this the best weapon to put it on? I don't know. At least it's got an extra slot. And then I can have 2 death wards potentially if I need them. I'm going to play it like this for now. Hold on, I'm going to save first, and then I'm going to put the Death Touch on and start playing. And if after like 10-15 minutes I really regret it, I can go back. And for Riku, I think I am probably going to put Pickpocket on this. Because otherwise it's just going to sit there and we're not going to be able to benefit from it. And we really need steals. And it leaves me 1 extra slot if I do have something cool to put on there. Like a SOS haste. Auto haste, I don't know, stone proof, whatever it might be. But for now I won't put anything on there. But it should be okay. Alright. Yeah, her HP is still really good, so I think that's perfectly fine. Okay, I am officially ready to go. Yeah, we'll play it something like that for now. So we'll return to Gagazet in a few hours. Head to the cave first. Now there's one thing that if Pbirdman did this, he would be officially the greatest Final Fantasy player, fan, community member of all time. If he found a way to keep Duran beyond the airship, then I mean, that's better than any mod he would have made up until this point. So I'm just hoping. I feel like he's the kind of guy that's crazy enough to maybe find a way to do that. I don't know. I can hope. So, because there's encounters here, I'd rather kind of just go straight in for now. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. One of my favourite themes of the whole game. I freaking love it. But that tranquility is broken pretty quickly with our first encounter, and yeah, it's a nasty one. Okay. I think straight away we'll just start scanning around a bit. 3,000. That's 160. Very tough. If its reflect is dispelled, it can attack with Drain, Osmose, or Jinx. And it's not immune to silence, which is good to know. And is it immune to death? It is not. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. So straight in, let's just see if Death Touch is going to work. Nope. Obviously, silence grenades aren't really a thing. I kind of do want to use a star grenade. We haven't used it at all. It's a new item that Pbirdman has added for the mod, so let's get involved and use it. It worked. Okay. This is pretty cool.
Let's end this.
Oh, it's got a silence touch. Nice. Oh, star grenades are powerful, boy. Okay. Fire potion. Oh, do I have the pickpocket thing equipped? I don't think I do. Jinx. Interesting spell. It's kind of nice to see. Oh, damn. Confusion's gone. So, wait. So I do have pickpocket, but I didn't get a better steal. Really? Shining Thorn.
So be it.
Oh, nice. Taken out. So I'm going to keep going until this death touch potentially works or doesn't work. Nope. Right, how strong? Ooh, strong indeed. I mean, it can use Osmos, so I'm not really a big fan of that. Shining Thorns can be useful in mixes, so I'm trying to use a few of them. Nope, still didn't happen. Not immune to silence, not immune to death, but I don't have too many ways to damage it. Both have reflect. I mean, I can't be bothered with using up MP to armor break them. I'm just scared of an Osmos, to be honest. I think we're just lucky that the silence is lasting so long on this one. 366 is still a pretty good amount. Making sure I got my death touch on. I do. You see what I mean? Like, I still feel like stuff like Silence Buster just doesn't work enough in this game. So like, the Nidhogg's own silence attack works so much better. Like, death touch isn't working, which is much more understandable, but I feel like some of their resistances are just too much. I just cannot kill the bastards. Okay, at least that worked. But you see, he's got such little MP that... Oh, well, and it only lasts for one turn. So, great. Okay, I'll try for another steal here. There we go, that's good. So we didn't manage to get Death Touch to work at all.
Take that.
So there we go, already a pretty difficult start. I'm going to go pretty quickly so that I can get to the save through at the end, otherwise I'm going to run out of stuff again very, very quickly. So around here, so I'm wondering how much there is going to be for Lulu to do here. Because a lot of the enemies are starting to become much more resistant to magic. Just crushing it early on, but... Okay, this is a This is an important encounter, I think with Pickpocket especially. There we go. And there's Death Touch. Okay. So this is an encounter I'm going to be wanting to come across fairly frequently. Got the high evasion here, which I'll try and make use of. That's expected. Damn it. But she's stone proof. Very important. I feel like what are the odds of her being hit twice again? Probably pretty low. There we go. So 3 Petrify Grenades being stolen here. That's good. Dark Buster. We'll shoot for a second. Oh yeah, only lasts 1 turn, of course. Very slippery. Mistake there. Very slippery. Oren can have a bash at it.
I foresee no difficulty.
He says. Yeah. Stay in your lane, Oren. Yeah, not this time, Oren. Sorry. So that's going to be an important encounter for me. And I need them Petrify Grenades. I need them for Stone Touch, I need them for Stone Strike, I need them for Stone Proof. All of that stuff. And finally, she's still below 2,000 to be honest, but... And what was this? Death. Yeah. We are unlocking that. Okay. That was a much better encounter. Yeah, everyone else is doing well enough, I think. With this, I forget which one had a chest and which one didn't. They usually do, but I feel like there was at least one of them that was a bit of a dead end. But... Yes, please. More of this. I could do this all day. We'll smoke bomb him. Okay, only one of them. So I guess you're not guaranteed to get the Petrify Grenade, but I got 3 last time, so I think that was pretty good going. So it feels like some battles it triggers and some battles it doesn't. It's a bit odd. Yeah, only softs this time. I don't know how it works. Is it like some of them have it and some of them don't? Or something? We'll try for one more steal and then we'll take it out. Oh. Kamari probably won't make the hit, but... And Oren probably won't make the hit. But I know somebody who can. And this is our normal front line anyway, so Worked out okay. So this time I got no petrified grenades, which was odd, given I got 3 last time. I'm not sure how Pickpocket's working. I don't know if he's changed the mechanics to it. Definitely feels like it, because as far as I know with Pickpocket, you always got whatever the rare steel was, so either the fiends don't always have it, or Pickpocket's not always in effect, or something. That's something I have to ask. So Lulu's kind of been demoted a bit to becoming a secondary Cura user, but I'm sure her time will come. Okay, oh, barely took a step. Ah, yes. I feel like this is definitely something that Pbirdman has messed with. So, for starters, you're not running, but you can flee. I swear, if I get a game over from this, I'm going to be really annoyed. It would be nice if it has like a new trick or two, but like if it's super difficult and we get killed as a result, I'm going to be really annoyed. Because it's encountered so frequently. But I will respect the urn. And as such, I'll tank up Oran a bit. I mean, if he dies with almost 4,000 HP... Ah, it actually gets turns like that? That's interesting. Fight or flee? Well, let's see if it gives us any freebies nowadays. That's Vanathor's summon animation. What the fuck? It's summoning itself. It summoned the second one? Obtain frag grenade. What? Okay. That's a good result, right? A frag grenade could be very, very useful. I'm not sure what the reason was for the very long-winded animation there. I thought it summoned a second urn next to it. I thought that was the point of doing that, but okay. Wow. Given how frequently you encounter them, I'm not sure. I'll mess around with them a few more times, especially once I get to the save sphere. Nah. Curl's already fought in the Calm Land, so it's not a huge deal. Science bust their ass. Didn't work, of course. I think Mana Springs are good for mixes, so we'll be doing that. I'm gonna bring Lulu out because she's got Stoneproof. I'm not gonna mess around with that. Okay, let's take him out. Nice. Of course, it's a way to absorb MP as well, but I guess Oran can use it to absorb MP if he wants. I think they give decent AP, so I'm going to get everyone involved here. Although we do have that problem. Waka's already had a go. we go. Done. Okay, the AP isn't that great. Onyx Bracer, cool. Level 2, that's okay. Right, everyone else is relatively okay for now. Not too far away from the Save Sphere and Yojimbo. We haven't had that many encounters, to be honest. Still a fair few enemies that usually come up here that we haven't seen yet. It's a good one again. Play it the same way I usually do. Then again, I don't know when my next chance for smoke bombs are, so I need to leave 3 or 4 just in case, I think. So it seems like Stone Walled is enough to do the trick here. Waka with the evasion. Okay, soft this time. They are very agile though. Silence. It really would be nice if I could get a Petrified Grenade from each lizard every time I encounter this battle, but let's try this one. Nope. So they still seem pretty rare to me. I mean, I don't know. Made the hit, nice. There we go. So I've stolen 5 in here so far, which is not too bad. I think I can take it out now. Oh damn it, I thought you were going to heal someone in there. Shit. My bad. So now that we have a secondary healer, the MP is lasting way longer. It's definitely noticeable. Okay, magic pot again. I mean, a frag grenade was a nice drop last time. Awesome. Okay, he's had some fun with the magic pot. Oh. Wrong. It's awesome and wrong. Ow. Oof. Okay. That's good. At least it's not big enough to take out everybody. So I don't know if there's different variations though. So like that's one and there's more powerful ones where it can take you out. We'll just have to see. So there's one of the mini dead ends with nothing in them. Yeah, so you're going to see this one quite often. Berserk. Oh no. Oh! What, a double side? Oh, get out of here. Well, there you go. There's a game over. Fucking hell. How can you do a double side? That doesn't make sense. Did you see the CTB? The CTB literally had only my character's icons on there. So either it has some spectacular delay where it delays everyone like 10 turns each. Wow, that's a bit crazy. So first time I got a frag grenade. Second time I got nothing. And third time I got basically 5,000 damage. Wow. I think next time I'll try and get a save state so we can test out like the different options that we have available, because that's the kind of one that really needs testing, I would say. So I'll skip ahead to a similar place on the map. There's no point showing everything again. That was incredibly mean. I'm just trying to think, is there something really awesome that the magic pot gives that makes it worth like being this mean about? I'm trying to remember if they give stamina tablets or not. That might be why. He just wants to make it very difficult for you to get stamina tabs. Okay, so magic pot happened to be the first encounter. Let me save state here. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the recording, otherwise that'd be even worse, but it should be fine. Just make it slot 9. Right. So last time I attacked the middle and it gave me the double sight. Let's see if it doubles it every time. Yeah, okay. So that's interesting. Let's load it back up. This is why save states are just so useful. I don't know if it's predetermined at the start of the battle as well, but let's go for this one. These animations are incredibly interesting. Whoa, okay. It was a death animation, but... okay, I survived that one. Get nothing for it though. I mean, it's not looking like it's really worth fighting right now. Here's another go. Top right. So last time it said awesome, but I didn't get anything. Odd. Yeah, so far it's really a waste of time to fight. And if it's going to get you a game over this regularly. Okay, so now it's summoning Ixion. This is usually a good sign. I just love that, that's so odd. Seeing the magic urn come out where the soul spring, okay, where the thingy should be. Okay, so that's that. I think there was one alternative left I didn't check. And then the final thing I'll check is if it's predetermined when you use a save state. I'm pretty sure I hit the bottom right last time and Valifor appeared, well, the Valifor animation appeared. So I'm not sure if that's a way to exploit it. Since I got a frag grenade in my last run, I'm going to keep that and continue. And I'll probably save state again and check the bottom right on my next one. If it is, I won't exploit it, I'll just probably flee from all of the magic urns because it wouldn't be fair. And I'll just ask Pbird about it next time. There we go, it's here again. So last time when I hit the middle, I died. That was a double sigh. Yeah. Okay. So either he's saying that, you know, you find out how it works a few times, you get punished, but then eventually the urn turns into an encounter that you shouldn't be afraid of and that you can get a free item or two from, so that it doesn't become as notoriously annoying. Because when you played it in the vanilla version, like after a time, you just didn't want to deal with it again. Oh yeah, it was bottom left, I think. I'll keep this encounter as well. But I think it was bottom left when you got the Ixion animation. Okay, so this time we didn't end up with the same outcome, so I guess it's not predetermined. It was just coincidence, I guess. I ended up with the same one 2 battles in a row. But I think when it's all said and done, I've got 1 frag grenade from it. I'm just going to flee next time. I can't bother with that. They're just too much of a nuisance to fight, and I've got to make progress. Haven't had much variety here though. It's been magic pots and yaois basically the entire time. We had that one encounter with the Nidhogg's, and that was pretty much it. The rest of it's almost been always the same thing. Where's the variety, man? It's not Pbird's fault. I'm pretty certain it's just bad luck. I think we had Curls, and that was the only other one, and that was a Calmlands encounter anyway. So you can see why eventually you're just going to default to escaping from these guys. Even for the animation times alone, for all of its deaths, it's just not worth it. Fuck that. I've only got 2 petrified grenades this time though. There we go, this is a new encounter. Cool. Alrighty. Let's get straight in. Oh, come on man, I've got pickpocket, that shouldn't be possible. Oh, look at this. That is what I like to see. So this is something that I said to Pbird. I said it'd be nice if we had a bit more, especially of these kind of enemies, like protecting each other, taking hits for each other and that kind of thing. So, a very good idea. Now,
let's end this.
see if I can bio it. Can't block magic. But does this mean it also blocks the steals? That's also an important consideration. Yep, definitely it has the ability to take hits for against everything. That's really impressive. I mean, we still haven't even got a successful steal from it yet. Mega Phoenix times 2. Ooh, there's pickpocket. Putting in work. That's what I want to see. 3,000 Sentinel. Oof. Very nasty things indeed. I might as well use my overdrive. I don't use it very much. If I can land, yeah, a 3rd hit. There you go. I think it's dead now. Yeah. There you go. And zombie seems to work most of the time.
Let's end this.
It's got good magic defense as well. They're really starting to nerf Lulu now. Never like to see that. Look at that defense. Sheesh. I think Orange should be able to deal with this. Oh, come on. I really feel like I'm not going to be able to get a second steal, but I'm curious. Yeah. Okay, finally kill that bastard. Now. High potion. Not the greatest. Oof. Okay. I was considering whether to power break, but the regular attack didn't really feel powerful enough to warrant it. And then I got that. Okay. Oran's strength really keeping us afloat here, though. No one's strong enough to take out the rest of the way. These things weren't immune to death, from what I recall, but... Ooh, 3 Mega Fiends as a result of that battle. That was really nice. I feel like I should probably add some kind of touch to this as well. While it's there. I'm not going to get stuff like First Strike anytime soon. I think. Dark Strike. Yeah, I feel like the strikes are pretty far away. I'll do it once I get to Gagazette. I'll probably go for a Poison Touch or something. But I need one more antidote for that. Okay, luckily we've got Lulu to save the day here. So this has made a huge difference. But again, for extended areas, even that's probably not going to be enough. At this stage I had about 13,000 AP last time. 13,000 gil last time from the battles I was in, but... Just need to get to that save sphere. Oh, here we go.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's head straight in with a scan. I feel like it'll probably count even a scan. Defends and attacks while waddling forwards. I think it previously had 12,000 HP. I'm not 100% sure. While walking, it uses Demi and grenades. Up close, it uses Viral Knife, which can inflict any status. Karma deals damage based on number of kills done. So sleep used to be the easy strategy here. Gonna see if sleep's been added. Sleep has not been added, but I'm certain that it has a resistance. Oh wow, it's a bit mean. I don't have Sleep Buster yet. So I've got to try my sleeping powders here. Or I might use my overdrive. Miss. Okay, that's fine. I don't remember it being immune to slow. So let's at least try and slow its march. Immune. Oh, fucking hell. He's got the Slayer Overdrive, so he's killed a fair few. Okay, let's get that Dispel on. Oh, she's got... fucking hell. I don't feel like using an ether for this. I really don't. I have a mind to just eject this mofo. I'm going to try a sleeping powder one more time. Didn't retaliate with Karma that time, interestingly. Yeah, it's really not letting you put it to sleep. I think because I don't have the MP for this battle, I just... And I want to save my overdrive for Yojimbo, so I'd rather not. I might just use Oren's one to finish it. He'll be the one to take the most damage. Oh, grenade. Nice. High potion, that's a lame steal. I'm going to keep stealing until I get something good. Just trying to make sure everyone has a turn because we're going to get a lot of AP from this if we can finish it. So it doesn't seem to counter literally every single time, which is something I thought was a thing, but it doesn't seem to be. Let's see if I can provoke it. I don't remember if it was immune to provoke. Not having that. High potion again. Vile knife. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Okay. It says it can inflict any status, but I mean that was just straight up death. Surely it's not going to be just death every time. Let's have a look. I mean, Pbirdman's put in work to change the situation, so it's worth seeing it in action. Oh, so Vile Knife basically inflicts all the statuses from what I can tell. That's lame. It's like I will inflict everything at once because I'm Tumbry and that's just what I do. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this shit. Maybe it's immune to eject. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's not having that. Okay, well this made things a lot worse. Because I'm not gonna I'm not going to summon against Yojimbo, so I'll just do it here. I'm just trying to kill it now with minimal damage. Because Vile Knife will take me out in one turn, pretty much. Voodoo. This is one of the coolest attacks. I love that. 26,000. Little Tunbury was not impressed with that. Right, how are we doing? Still 7,000. Is it immune to gravity damage? That's one thing worth finding out, I think. This is one battle where... Oh, fuck you. Okay, at least it did the damage. Okay, for once it actually didn't afflict all the statuses. I guess maybe it has a 50% chance of all the statuses. At least it protects War off. That's something. It feels like there's a bit of a mechanic to Vile Knife as well. It seems to be picking on the person with the lowest HP. We're going to get a few more chances to test that. I'm disappointed that we only got 2 high potions as a steal, even though we've got Pickpocket. That doesn't feel right, but there you go. Yeah, it's always you, no? That's interesting. Gives me a chance to... Oh no, it doesn't. Doesn't give me a chance for jack shit. Now it does. I just feel like surely there's got to be a steal there for me. Damn it. But Yuna's not going to get no AP from this battle. Just all the statuses. We'll revive her one final time just to confirm that it really is a mechanic. Yeah. So this is good to know, at least. I mean, this could be something useful to us in the future. Damn you. There we go. Yeah, 6,500 Yuna didn't benefit from that. Sorry. Once again, we're really pushing it in terms of MP now. Ah, yes. This is an encounter that I wanted to come up against. I think we're going to bust a Sloga here. Okay. Bust a Dark. This thing shouldn't be immune to death as well, from what I remember. Tried to throw all the stasis at it, but it just wasn't having it. Okay. That was well evaded. Oh, okay. So now it's using Flame Ball without having to charge as well, which is nice. The fact that it had Flame Ball in the original and it really just didn't use it pretty much at all was a shame, but I think this is definitely much better. I can agree with that. 6,055. Okay. Let's see if Provoke works. If it does, okay. We'll do something a little bit different for a change. I'm going to keep the pressure on here because there's still a lot of damage yet that we need to do. Let's see what it's going to do. Okay. Wait, has Auron been power broken? Why is he not doing more damage? He's not doing much damage at all. And I think we can get Lou to finish this one off. Yeah, just high potions all round. I still think this deep into the game, high potions just not a great steal. That's right. You can see that it's not immune to death again there.
Farewell.
There we go. So I think Provoke was a good idea. Provoke plus Power Break really does bring it down to size. Otherwise those Flame Balls are going to add up. That's a primer there. Cool. And safe. I literally said this the first two letters. Oh boy. Ambushed as well. Nasty. Nasty indeed. Okay. Ooh. That's a horrid way to start. Let's scan it. Oh. Auto reflect, eh? Well, at least that's something that we learned from the scan. Very well. Silence Buster, not going to work, but worth a try. Let's see if we can provoke it. Oh no, it's going to reflect as well, isn't it? No? Okay. Didn't seem to care. Magic break. I think Waka's sleep proof. Yeah. Alright. Fire Plane Shadow. That's a nice steal. We got lucky. Yeah, it's coming out with all the statuses here. She has Death Touch, which really doesn't help here. Wow. Immune to armor break as well, and auto reflect. Wow. Trouble is, once someone's confused here, they're stuck being confused. So she's got Stone Touch, that's not going to work. And Waka's got Death Touch, so it's a bad combination. Yeah, this is going to be... Lulu is the worst person to have in this situation. Please kill Lulu. Put her out of her misery. Oh. Thankfully Death Touch didn't work that time. There we go. Do we get Mega Phoenix as a reward? Nope. Okay. So we didn't really get many sphere devils. We're pretty much the same place that we were before. Set for a little more agility. What is this? Mug, right? Yeah, it's probably going to cost a load of MP though. I think I'll probably hang around long enough for me to have some level 3 spells before fighting Yojimbo, because it's likely that his evasion is going to be extremely high. So having those level 3s could make a difference. Although MP is going to be a bit crap, but we'll have to see. Yay, some more strength. Cool. Alright. Throwing a save here, and I'll have a few more battles before I trigger Yojimbo. Finally. It took like 6 Silence Busters for one of them to work. And this is why you have to be so careful, I think, with how you design the status resistances, because honestly, like when Waka only has like 70-80 MP and a random encounter where silence is pretty much one of the only methods of attack that you have to stop it, if it's taking an approximately, if it's taking you like 4 to 5 turns to even get silence on one of them, then there's absolutely no incentive to use it, and your silence touches won't work and all that kind of stuff. So basically, by upping the resistance a little bit too much, you can make so many things redundant that it's just, you've got to be careful, man, because like you can get through, but then everything just becomes grindier because you just don't have a way to slow it down, and you know. So if I dispel here, I'm going to get osmosed, and I've been osmosed twice already, where Lulu's had 172 MP taken away, so I can't. I have to leave reflect on. So to slow things down, I have to use silence, because I have no other way of really doing any huge damage to it, because Lulu can't even cast magic on it anymore. And I'm just like, well, no, because you can only silence it for 1 turn anyway, and that even to get that 1 turn, you have to take 4 or 5 attempts to do it. So it's just like, well, what's the point? Yuna's got her phantom ring, so I'm hoping this kind of helps. But she has no way to do damage, so it's just whatever. It's gonna have to be Auron hacking away. And well, of course, death touch isn't working either, so that's normally like a good method of attack. But it's been about 8 hits from Waka, and he hasn't managed to death touch anything. So this is what I mean. I think, there you go, some fire eating there. I think I will get Pbirdman to kind of go over the status resistances of most things, like at the end of this. Because basically it just renders so many things obsolete that it's a bit annoying. So there you go. So one random encounter ends up taking like 5-6 minutes. Just because you can't silence it and you can't use your death touch either. And it has over 2000 HP. And you can't dispel it because Osmos is just way too dangerous under any normal kind of circumstance. It's not like a partial Osmos where it will take like 10-20 MP, it takes 172 away, so it's like, well, okay. So here's a new encounter. Normally you used to cast fire. I'm going to get my Null Blazers on. Ah shit, but that was pointless because he's got the silence proof anyway. Okay, so this is the group I need to have out here. Let's go for it. Ether is a good steal. Wow. Okay. Normally you can steal silence grenades like 3 at a time from these guys, which are incredibly good, but obviously that's unlikely to work now. Let's see if it's only fire they're going to use still. That will mean that we'll be pretty safe in this battle. And we can steal to our heart's content. Yeah, getting them ethers in. Death touch? Nope, of course not. I mean, why would you even get death touch? It just doesn't work for anything. I think maybe out of 20 or 30 hits, death touch has worked 1 time. That's been it. So Pollen now has Darkness 2, which is okay. I think they'll like expire together, I think. So that's one advantage. So we have an SOS Nullblaze and a Fire Eater, so we're going to be pretty safe here no matter how long it takes. Science Grenade ×2, yay! Finally. But I feel like even Science Grenades are not going to be all that useful. Most things are going to be too resistant to it. Like those elementals, I bet it's not going to work against. You'd have to use like 3 grenades to get one of them silenced, probably. So let's go back round. At least they're not countering. At least they're not countering the steel. There we go. Got the second one. I mean, I've stolen probably like 12 times now, but I managed to get 2 lots of silence grenades twice, so that's pretty good. It's worth the extra few minutes here. They're just so difficult to come by that it's nice to have a few. If I could just get one from... There we go. Perfect. Right, now I can look into start really taking these guys out. Okay, so it was a bit of a trek, but we got there in the end. Managed to seal 6 silence grenades for our trouble. And we've got some more AP. And we got a potion. Lulu didn't get a sphere level. How many does she need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, she's got to go all the way around here. Shit. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just fight Yojimbo then. We'll have to make do. I thought it was. I thought you could get to it. I thought I could get to it from here. Wow, everyone's moved next to an empty node. Except for her. Okay, I'm just going to save and go in. Before I do, Yojimbo. Probably going to be difficult to hit. Going to have strong physical attacks. Going to likely carry status effects like this one potentially. We'll try auto med for this one. Okay. I'm probably gonna pick Waka over Auron this time because it's just so unlikely that Auron's gonna be able to make the hits, but we'll see. Then again, it's worth trying things like Power Break, so I'm not so sure. We'll start like this again and try and get the 5 cheers in. Let's see how we do. Let's save. And this will be the last action of this session. Then again, we're probably going to run into an encounter first, but we should be able to flee.